According to Sports Pro, Caitlin Clark is the fourth most marketable athlete in the world. Yeah, not just female athlete, not just in the United States, but in the...
Caitlin Clark didn't just enter the WNBA, she exploded into it. From college courts to sold-out pro arenas, her arrival felt like the league's rebirth. Tickets sold out in minutes, TV ratings surged, and jerseys flew off the shelves. The WNBA hadn't seen this kind of national obsession in decades. But instead of celebration, her presence triggered resistance. Veterans saw her not as a savior, but as a threat. And while fans cheered, the league's silence was deafening. What should have been a golden moment began to rot from within.
How? In what way? What does she sell out tens of thousands of Wilson basketballs in 40 minutes? I mean, what has A'ja Wilson done to say that she is worth every penny? And then here they just had this go, and this is the Hy-Vee Instagram account. Again, Wilson, Caitlin Clark, really smart, very cool video, lots of smiling faces.
From the very first tip-off, Caitlin Clark became a moving target. Opponents didn't just defend, they hit, shoved, elbowed, and hunted. Game after game, the fouls grew bolder while the whistles grew quieter. Clark, barely a rookie, was absorbing hits that would have benched any vet. The message was clear: you don't belong yet. But it wasn't just physical, it was cultural. She was being punished not for failing but for succeeding too fast. And the league watched it all unfold without lifting a finger.
Caitlin Clark just did something nobody has done since Michael Jordan. Wilson Sporting Goods signed the WNBA star to a multi-year deal. She's the first female athlete to have her own collection with Wilson, and it will be built similar to Jordan's collection in the 1980s that included those signature basketballs.
Only athlete to have a signature basketball with Wilson other than Michael freaking Jordan. Wilson's head of global partnership said, "We haven't done a deal of this magnitude since we did one with Michael Jordan 30 to 40 years."
Where are the refs when Caitlin gets decked? That's what fans ask every game. Brutal fouls are dismissed as basketball plays. She's shoved into screens, knocked to the floor, even clotheslined, yet no flagrant calls. Is this bias? Or fear of upsetting the old guard? Either way, Clark isn't protected like other stars. The refs are sending a dangerous message, that marketability doesn't equal safety. And if this continues, the WNBA isn't just risking her health, it's risking its own credibility.
I don't know that I can name an athlete in recent memory that is sold at this level. And there's the key, folks. Caitlin Clark moves products. Caitlin Clark moves merchandise. And here's what I was talking about too. They mentioned it here. Where in September, Wilson dropped the first Clark-inspired basketball. It sold out in under 40 minutes. Tens of thousands of basketballs snapped up almost as done. They seem to be the only business, the only entity that has taken Caitlin Clark at face value for what and who she is and the opportunities that can bring. Fully, completely embraced her, been great with their marketing. Product drops, I mean, I don't even know how many different basketballs now, but they've made multiple product drops with, limited quantity, I guess you could say. They're sold out right away.
Behind closed doors, the resentment brews. Veteran players throw shade in press conferences, scoff during warm-ups, and roll eyes when Clark speaks. She's accused of being cocky, entitled, or privileged, code words for unwelcomed. But is it her fault she filled stadiums where others couldn't? Some WNBA stars waited years for this kind of attention, only to see a 22-year-old steal the spotlight overnight. The league failed to unite its players under one banner. And now the bitterness is tearing them apart.
See here, Caitlin Clark lands $13 billion brand collab as WNBA stars bond with Wilson grows deeper. And that's the cool part, man. Collaboration with supermarket chain Hy-Vee. They rake in more than $13 billion annually. Huge company.
When Caitlin trash talks, it's disrespectful. But when her rivals flex, scream, and stare down opponents, it's passion. Why the double standard? Clark grew up in the same fire as every male and female baller. Yet somehow, her confidence is weaponized against her. When she plays with swagger, the crowd loves it, but the league and media twist it into arrogance. It's a playbook older than basketball itself. And it says more about us than it does about her.
Of Caitlin Clark's Dreamer and Tribute Wilson basketballs. Very cool. Big deal. Good job, Wilson. They probably went and put this together. I mean, maybe Hy-Vee contacted Caitlin Clark first, but, it's probably something.
V says it's making a donation to the Caitlin Clark Foundation in honor of her record. $35,690 will be donated. In Clark's basketball career, she's scored 3,569 points to beat the old.
Let's be real. Caitlin Clark is the ratings spike. Before her arrival, WNBA games averaged in the hundreds of thousands. Now they compete with MLB and even NBA playoff slots. One absence from the lineup and viewership dropped by 55%. That's not a coincidence, that's evidence. Sponsors want her. Networks need her. Fans follow her. But the league keeps pretending it's a team effort. It's not. The WNBA has one engine right now, and her name is Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark, LeBron James at 3, Vinicius Jr., who is a Brazilian soccer star, and number 1 being Simone Biles. As you can see, Caitlin Clark is the only WNBA player in the top 10, and she's actually the only WNBA player in the top 12.
Already built. From basketballs flying off shelves to multi-million-dollar endorsements, CC is at the forefront of athletes.
NBA season has come and gone. And with that, Nike has not done one thing to promote her. We have not seen any commercials, we have not seen any ads, we have not seen any Caitlin Clark merchandise, and we for sure as hell have not seen any Caitlin Clark signature shoes. It is
Why hasn't the WNBA stepped in? No fines for rough fouls. No clear statements in her defense. No leadership standing beside her. It's as if they're hoping she breaks, so they won't have to bend. But silence is a choice. And in this case, it's complicity. When the league lets its biggest asset be bullied, it sends a message to future stars: don't shine too bright. Caitlin isn't just alone on the court, she's been abandoned by the institution she uplifts.
Where is Caitlin Clark's shoe? Jersey sales skyrocketed by 500% this season. Where's the shoe, folks? Where's the shoe, folks? Where is it? Paige Becker recently landed her own signature shoe. Crappy shoe, but she got one. And yeah, you're right. Vocal, of course. Why not? They should be vocal. Absolutely ridiculous.
reports Nike wants to prioritize A'ja Wilson, and it fears the optics of giving a rookie a signature shoe before an already established star who just won league MVP for the 3rd time. We have talked about this multiple times on my channel. Is A'ja Wilson currently the best player in the WNBA? Yes. Is Caitlin Clark currently the face of the WNBA? Yes. Do I think if A'ja Wilson dropped a shoe and Caitlin Clark dropped a shoe today at the very same time, that Caitlin Clark would outsell A'ja's shoe by 100 times? Yes.
Word is Europe is calling. And who can blame her? Overseas, she'd earn more, face less media hostility, and be treated like royalty. International teams pay top dollar for American stars, and they protect them. If the WNBA won't honor her talent, another league will. Europe doesn't carry the baggage of jealousy or legacy politics. If Caitlin Clark chooses to walk, she won't be running from a challenge, she'll be running toward peace. And the WNBA will only have itself to blame.
Utter embarrassment. Nike should be shut down simply out of shame for the way.
Had the craziest momentum that we have ever seen with any athlete in the history of ever. And the fact that Nike did not capitalize on that, the fact that they are the biggest athletic sportswear brand in the world, and we didn't hear a peep out of them the entire season, it truly makes me wonder, like, if I were Caitlin Clark's management, and again, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but I would be truly rethinking the deal that I signed.
Wilson, Nike agreed a 6-year contract extension after 3rd WNBA MVP, which was, of course, one of those participation entitlement MVPs. She was awarded the MVP before the season started because of the complaint campaign that she should have gotten it the year before.
Even wilder? Rumors of a billionaire-backed new women's league, with Caitlin Clark as the face. Imagine a league built around freedom, safety, marketing, and true superstar treatment. She wouldn't be fighting veterans, she'd be building a brand. That kind of power terrifies the WNBA. Because one move by Caitlin could shake the entire foundation. This isn't just a game anymore, it's chess. And if Clark jumps ship, the WNBA might not recover. This is bigger than one player. It's about how a league treats its future. Caitlin Clark gave the WNBA more eyes, more money, and more hope than anyone before her. And they're squandering it. If she stays, she risks injury, burnout, and scapegoating. If she leaves, she takes the future with her. The league is standing on a cliff, and it's not too late to step back. But if they keep pushing Caitlyn away, they won't just lose a star. They'll lose the game.
Nike agreed a 6-year contract extension after third WNBA MVP, which was, of course, one of those participation entitlement MVPs. She was awarded the MVP before the season started because of the complaint campaign that she should have gotten it the year before.